The Punisher Season 1, episode number 6. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of The Punisher. Last week, we had another intense episode, man. We ended the episode with Frank actually being hurt and being out of it. Now, granted, David did end up saving him, which thankfully he did end up going, because had he not, Frank 100% would have bled out and probably just died, just like I'm assuming Gunnar did. We didn't really see a kind of final dead body last episode, but when Frank left him and said he would be back, he was in terrible shape. He asked Frank to make sure he got buried, so I think we can kind of assume Gunnar's dead. Now, maybe we'll come back to him and see Frank burying him at some point, but it's just tough because it's like Gunnar, who knows how long he had been out here just living his life and everything. He had all the traps set up and whatnot, and he knew some shit was, you know, some shit was wrong back in what they were doing in Kandahar, which is why he recorded the video. But it just kind of sucks that things went down the way they did. You know, last week, like I said, Frank ended up going there to kind of get information from him. And now, granted, he didn't really tell him much because he doesn't really know who Agent Orange was. He didn't know who he could trust. He really just told him, you know, why he ended up recording it and stuff about the boy that had given him his knife, the young kid, and seeing his body being stuffed with drugs. And it's just like, I feel for him, man. I really do. But it just sucks because he didn't really even give him too much information. Now Gunnar's dead, but granted, Gunnar probably would have died anyway, because William Rollins, the dude that was at Kandahar with Frank and them and kind of assigned him to the mission where shit really went bad, was listening in to Madani and them anyway. And he heard his name, so he probably automatically knew who it was right away, because he didn't even go to check out anybody else on the list. He just went straight to Gunnar. But regardless, it was a fantastic episode, man. Madani, Billy, they blowing off some steam. I don't know if she's gonna end up telling him about Frank. I feel like she won't, but I do feel like at some point he's gonna find out Frank is alive. He's got to at some point, man. Now, granted, again, I'm still kind of iffy on him. Like, I trust him more than I did when he was first introduced, but there's just something about him that's throwing me off, man, that makes me kind of not trust him 100%. So I don't know how it's going to be if and when he does find out Frank is alive, but I hope that happens at some point, because I want to see them two interact, because obviously they were close, you know, back in their Kandahar days when they were deployed and everything. But I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. But guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction will be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Now, I feel like this episode might be a kind of Frank out of it episode for a little bit, since he was hurt so bad last week, because I feel like we ain't going to have a time jump.
Attention. A toast. Welcome home, Frank.
Welcome home, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy.
That's his wife and kids.
Hey, Daddy, look.
Damn, man. Is this what Frank's maybe dreaming about right now, as he's kind of knocked out? 2 families together and happy. Thing is, David's family's there. He can go back to him, but Frank can never get his family back. Oh no. Someone knocking at the door. It's going to be somebody coming to kill again. PTSD.
No, 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 no. Wait. Hey. Wait.
The Squad, and that's him by David.
Just wait.
Yep. No. Oh my God, dude.
Stay here. Don't be back, Gunnar. Don't be back, Gunnar.
Thinking about Gunnar, man, because he knows he's here, so he knows he escaped, but Gunnar's still out there. Gunnar bled out, man. There's no way he's still alive. Those visuals, though, so dark, man. This show has got to be the most brutal and gory, you know, Marvel show ever made, right? Oh no, this is Kurt. Shit, is this gonna be Lewis coming here because he's pissed at him for what he did? We're going to talk to Billy. Oh no. Oh.
Frank's dying.
Okay. Good. It's David. He's going to him for help because Kurt was their medic, right? So Kurt should be able to help him, be able to patch him up and stuff. Okay. I'm assuming Frank told him about Kurt. Not only that, but Kurt had talked to David, right? In what was it, episode 2 when Frank sent him? So, I mean, yeah, David, he's not exactly a doctor or anything. So he can only patch him up so much, especially with how bad he got hit. He got hit with the arrow and he got hit with what, 2 bullets too? And whatever other injuries he took from, you know, fist to cuff type shit, right? Damn, so we're bringing Kurt into this more too. I'm just glad it was not fucking Lewis, because Lewis, last time we saw him, he was pissed as hell. And he was pissed. You know, he was pissed a little bit at Billy, but it was more so directed toward Kurt, I feel like, because he knows Kurt was the one to tell Billy to kind of cut him and not let him in. Which, you know, with the way Lewis is right now, I feel like he's an oddball, man. He's a wild card. Something could go wrong.
None of that's gonna do any good until we get that arrow out of him. It's a foreign object filled with bacteria. The body's trying to fight it, but can't. So, white blood cells, fever, systemic inflammation. Right. Antibiotics are fighting a losing battle.
It sucks because Gunner was the one to do that, so it's like Gunner was the worst part of this probably. I know he took 2 bullets, but...
Are you okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Because you're gonna have to help me hold him still.
He's not good with this shit. With blood and everything.
The only way out
is out.
It's through.
Yep. He's gonna push it straight through, man. Damn.
Stay with me here. Do not lose your shit. You understand me? Say it.
I will not lose my shit. I'm good.
Wow. Oh, he's peeling it back and going in to try and pull it. I thought he was gonna push through. Fuck. I mean, he did this shit at war, so this is nothing for him, right? This is he probably did this shit with bullets plenty of times. I know arrows different. My leg's sitting down here shaking.
Oh, can you just go get it again for? Oh, wow.
That's all we got. Sterilize it, huh? Frank's a tough SOB, so he'll be fine, man.
Why'd you have to go after him?
Henderson had some information we needed.
I'm talking about Frank.
Thought he was talking about
Look
Gunner.
at the state of him. Do you think any of this is gonna make any difference?
Look, I have to believe that. I mean...
Yeah, for you. But what about him?
He don't get nothing from this, really. Except taking out the people that, you know, went after his family. But even then, he doesn't get his family back, right? Frank Castle, is that what it says?
What are you not telling me here?
I'm a Homeland Security investigator, Billy. There's a lot I'm not telling you.
Why are you so intent on pissing on the memory of a dead man?
That's not what this is.
You know that they never found his body? Is that in your file?
Yeah, that is.
I always wondered about that.
If he was still alive, maybe he had thoughts, you know, about maybe Frank did survive, maybe faked his own death type thing, you know, maybe he always had those thoughts but was never sure, but now he's gonna dig into it more because she has his file. Ugh. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that said Frank. I thought it said Frank Castle at first, but then I was like, maybe it's his file, but it was 100% Frank's.
Sorry.
I left him. I gotta go back for him. I gotta go back.
I took care of it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I took care of it.
He buried him.
I'm gonna get a proper burial. Get some rest.
Damn. Respect to David, man.
What drove you that day and all the days after?
Just doing my duty.
Then why are you so angry about it? You did what you were supposed to do, right? As we all did. So why come here?
He's taking a different approach this time.
When I trained as a corpsman, they gave me a goat. I named my goat Cassius because it was a G-O-A-T, right? You know what they did to that goat? They blew him up. They cut him. Gave him simulated IED injuries. And then they tell you to go out there and save his life.
Damn.
because that's how we learned. Over and over again.
Practice on animals.
Go through all this shit just to get patched up and go do it all over again. Stay in the game long enough, you're gonna get got. How are we any different from that goal?
Aren't you supposed to tell us that?
He's questioning stuff now because what's going on with Frank.
What happened to Cassius?
He died. Eventually. He died of too much.
No matter how much you got patched up, you keep going and going and going. Eventually your body's going to give out. And that's Frank. Frank is the GOAT, right? Frank is Cassius in this situation. He keeps going and going and going and going. Eventually he's going to get got and not be able to be brought back. So good. The dialogue in the show is incredible, man.
Zach! Zach! Mom!
Is this the first time he's seeing that he has cameras?
I'm Dinesh. I'm borrowing it.
You're lying right to my face. I know that you stole that skateboard.
Hey! Hey!
Damn.
Dinesh's mother called me, and I didn't believe her till I saw it with my own eyes. Hey, stop it! Are you a bully now? Is that what this is?
This family's full of snitches and traitors. If she didn't narc on me today, she'll do it tomorrow. That's like what we do here.
Damn. Bro, this little kid needs some punishment, man. I get it's like the dad's not there in the home, right? This is part of it, you know, dad being gone in the home. He needs some fucking punishment, bro. He need to be put in his place. You know, I get it's hard for the mom because everything that happened with the dad, and I get it's hard for the kids too because they lost their dad, but you can't be acting like that.
It was like a recording. Repeating across all frequencies. I've been monitoring radio chatter.
Maybe this is William playing some shit to bait Frank out.
I'm Raven.
You out there, Frankie?
Who is that?
Oh, that's Billy.
It's Billy Russo. We served together. He's a friend.
He is searching for him now. He thinks he's alive because of what happened with Madani.
What kind of friend?
The life or death kind of friend. That's what kind of friend.
That's all I get? Come on, Frank. This is a serious development here. All right? Some guy, I never heard of him. All of a sudden, he's broadcasting your name all over the radio.
What did I just say to you?
Man, he is going to search for him, dude. I kind of hope he finds him. I mean, he said he's a friend, you know, so I don't know. I'd like to see Billy and Frank working together, man, current day.
A permit is required if amplification is involved in any gathering or protest. No mic, no speaker. No permit needed. We have no vehicles. For fewer than 20 people. We're not blocking the sidewalk or the entrance of a building.
This is a city courthouse. You want to hang out here? I'm your permit, son.
Abusing his power.
That's not how this country works.
Did you just reach for my gun?
No, sir, I did not.
I just saw you reach for my
Look,
gun.
he's leaving him.
I didn't, and I have a witness.
Damn. He's just leaving him, man. See, that's not your real friend, bro. The cops abusing their power. Real shit. Lewis knows his rights.
Gunner's dying, so the other guy tries to go and get help.
No record of anyone turning up at local hospitals with gunshot wounds. But then he calls the cops because he wants Gunner to be found.
Marines never leave a man behind.
And you think Hassel was the other guy?
David was the one who called the cops. I thought David buried him, but I guess that's how he handled it. Cops find the body, cops will bury him, I assume, right? Or arrange it.
I don't know. We were far from perfect, but when I remember her, it's like all the shitty stuff, it fades away, you know? Just
That's how it is.
She's always got that smile, you know?
Oh, yeah.
First time he's opened up. To him, at least.
I was a father and I was a husband, but I was also a Marine, and I love being a Marine. I love that shit. And look, there were times whether I want to admit it or not, but I would have rather been neck deep in blood and bullets and shit and be with my unit than be with my kids. That's something I gotta make peace with. That's what that is. But me and Billy Russo, we served together. We did 8 years. He got my back. I got his back.
No, Frank, you gotta admit, this is a hell of a coincidence.
Billy Russo's my family.
I mean, I don't know what David's wanting him to do? Is he wanting him to kill him? Is he wanting him to make contact with him, or what? Like, what is he trying to imply here? Because, I mean, maybe he wants to contact him too for help in a sense, right? Since he's in a position of power.
CIA, the military.
Yep.
Someone sent a death squad up that mountain.
William.
Shit, the resources to do that.
Agent Orange.
The sheer balls to do that.
If Castle survived, he came off that mountain bleeding like a stuck pig.
Yeah. We've got to find him.
Well, where does one find dead Marines these days? Because he's not on Facebook or Tinder. I checked.
I checked. Oh, I like the little comedy bits they add into this. It's good.
Why'd you bail me out?
Figured that if you had to call me, then you didn't want to call your dad. And that meant there was no one else. And I wasn't about to abandon you.
You want to help me?
That's all I want, Lewis.
You want to screw me over with Billy Russo?
Lewis, if you can't see going back into a war zone is about the worst thing that you can do, then I did the right thing.
Not your call.
So what, you think I betrayed you? Where was O'Connor when you got arrested?
Yep, he walked away.
I pulled his records. He's not what you think he is. And you know that silver star he always talks about? The story that goes with it? He never served in Vietnam.
Damn, made it all up.
He didn't sign up till 77 and never saw combat.
Wow.
He's a fraud and a liar, Lewis. He didn't serve, not like you. And he's not worth your respect.
Dude, maybe Lewis goes after him. I just feel like Lewis is a second away from snapping. That's fucked up. It's like stolen valor, but literally right in front of, you know, a group of vets dealing with this shit. It's even to another level. You see people do that shit all the time for benefit and society discounts, but coming to a group and doing that. I mean, I guess, yeah, he was in, you know, the military, but when you're lying about serving and being in combat and stuff to people that have been, and to that degree, especially to manipulate somebody like Lewis, fucked up.
Castle's alive.
Confirmation.
Maybe you already knew that, maybe not. I'm telling you, I know it.
I think he's gonna feel betrayed by Castle too.
I think he knows everything about my Kandahar case.
Okay. So how does that help him?
Because I think he went after it himself. And somebody left him half dead on a mountain. I think he's hurt and he needs help. The people he's up against. He's gonna get himself killed, Billy.
Tell him about Gunner, because Billy knew Gunner too.
I'll shake the tree and see what falls out.
I hope it all works out good, man. I hope he doesn't feel betrayed by Frank, you know, because he didn't tell him about him being alive.
We need some help with this, Billy. What do you mean? Have I been back to the cemetery? Am I seeing ghosts or having flashbacks? What are we talking about?
He knows he's lying.
Hoping that you were lying to me this whole time. If you weren't, at least I have a lead on where to start. I've been putting out the old unit call on the radio.
Has he answered?
They also said that Frank is hurt pretty bad right now.
He knows he would have went to him.
I failed him once before. Now is my chance to make things right.
Fuck.
I lied for you again.
Damn, he did lie. It's like it's not his secret to tell. I get Billy's probably going to be pissed at Kurt, but it's not his secret to tell.
You look like a guy that nearly got his ass killed, and you know it. For what? Huh?
If I could just add something?
You don't get an opinion. Not in this conversation.
I want Billy to find out, but it's like the longer he waits, the more time passes, and then he finds out, he's gonna be pissed. Like that conversation Billy was having with Kurt is giving me like villain vibes.
Yeah, I do.
Then you should talk to him.
Yes, please. I just hope it doesn't go bad. Like that conversation he had with Kurt is giving me a little bit of villain vibes, just a little bit of villain vibes. Oh shit, Lewis is coming here. He's about to beat the fuck out of O'Connor, huh? I keep saying it all episode, but Lewis feels like he's literally a bomb and the fuse is lit and it feels like it's literally about to explode.
How the hell am I supposed to remember that? I'm an old man. Look,
if you fought, you would have remembered.
Like my story,
no, they're not just stories. You can't just do that.
It's just like
out of my house.
damn. It's just like the dude he was talking about before that. Oh fuck. Bro, he's gonna end up killing him. Damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. And now he's gonna end up in jail for this shit. It's the multiple stabs, dude. Maybe he would have had a case if he only stabbed him that one time, because he pulled the knife on him. Dude, it's because he probably saw him just like the other dude, right?
Back from the dead.
Oh my god. Wow. So much happening so quickly.
You never change, huh?
Lucky for you, I don't. I might have seen her naked, but she is hot for you, my man. And that is not a woman you want to take lightly.
I got that impression. You remember that douchebag from Mortuary Services, Colonel Bennett? Little bald asshole, remember him? Yeah. 3 of them were selling heroin out of Kandahar. They're opening up USKIAs, stuffing it inside and sending it home.
What? Why don't you just let Homeland do it, man? But Donnie, she wants them just as bad as you do. Yeah. I could get you a new passport, social, new identity.
New life.
Your family's gone. But you're still my brother. And I know you. I got you.
Dude, I don't know. Like, there's just something about Billy that throws me off, that makes me not trust him, even now. Not only that, but I think he wants to actually help David at this point take these guys down. It's not just for him anymore. I think he is doing it partly too because he wants to help David get back to his family as well.
Things are gonna get better for you.
Have they gotten better for you?
When David comes back.
Look, I'm alone. I've been alone so long. I like it, you know, I hide in it. I think things are gonna get a lot better for the Lieberman family. And I think they're gonna get a lot better very soon.
How do you know?
David's gonna come home soon. He knows David's watching. I think this is why he did it. Because I don't think before he knew about the cameras. Because David would always turn him off when he came in. He wants to tell her, but he doesn't want to tell her, right? I wonder how involved Billy was too. Like he looked surprised about the stuff, about them moving drugs in the bodies and whatnot. But I wonder if he knew about it. And maybe he was just trying to act surprised.
He ain't coming.
Wow, I knew it. I fucking knew it. What a piece. I knew it. 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 What a piece of shit. I fucking knew it, man. What a piece of shit. What a piece of fucking shit. I knew it. There was something about this motherfucker the entire show. The entire fucking show, there was something about this dude. I fucking knew it. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. Oh my god. The entire show. Season 1, episode 6 of The Punisher is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. The entire show, there's been something about this motherfucker. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if it's the way he carries himself. I don't know what the hell it is. But there's something about him that tells me he is not on our side, so to speak. He's bad. There's just something off about him. You know, even when he was talking to Kurt, he had evil vibes to him a bit. And it's just like, when he was first introduced, I was like, this dude's 100% evil. And then I was like, yeah, okay, he's got my trust like up to 80%. But it was never 100% there. You know what I mean? Like certain characters, Madani, Kurt, David, like the trust was just kind of instantly there and I could tell. But for him, it has never been there, man. I've always known there's something up with this motherfucker, something about him, you know? And it's like, dude, I find out he's working with this motherfucker, Agent Orange. At least I'm assuming that's Agent Orange, right, William? Oh my god, it's gonna suck. It's gonna be, maybe the finale is gonna be like a showdown between Frank and Billy, and it's gonna be them having a one-on-one fight. And it sucks, dude. It's so sad too, because he viewed, like, you hear how he talks about Billy. He's a friend. I trust him. You know what I mean? He's like his second family and his only family he has left, kind of, you know, him and Kurt, his squad essentially. And it's like to find out that he's, oh, I'm so mad. But I mean, it kind of makes sense. You figure Billy was probably involved with stuff back then in some way, shape, or form, because one, he's working with, you know, Agent Orange William now, first of all. Second of all, he has a ton of money, right? And I know he has this company, which is where he got most of it from, but how did he have so much money to start up the company in the first place, right? Maybe that's part of the reason he was part of all of it and working with Schoonover and them. I don't know, because he was a part of the unit, so you figure some of the guys in the unit were working with them too. But finally the fucking reveal, because this whole time I'm just like, I want to trust him, I want things to be good, but there's something about him that's preventing me from doing so. And now I know why, because the motherfucker is just straight up bad. Like, even with Gunner, when we saw Gunner last episode, it was almost like instant trust. Like, even with him attacking Frank, and maybe him attacking Frank was part of it to show that he's, you know, kind of scared and skittish from people because he doesn't want to, you know, he's not a part of all this crazy shit, you know, so maybe that was part of it. But with Billy, it's just like the trust was never there, man. And this motherfucker the entire time, oh dude, I'm so pissed, man, so pissed. But fantastic episode, man. Lewis and O'Connor, man. Lewis 100% going to jail, which sucks. You could probably argue, like, if he only stabbed him one time, maybe he wouldn't have, because it's like, first of all, O'Connor let him in his home, so it's not like he forced entry or was breaking and entering, anything like that. They got into an argument. I'm pretty sure O'Connor put his hands on him first, and then, you know, Lewis punched him, and then O'Connor grabbed the knife and cut him. So had Lewis got the knife and just stabbed him once, maybe you could argue a self-defense, but with all those stabs, I think he's screwed, man. And it sucks, but like, the show is so good at building tension, because with Lewis, ever since the episode, you know, where he had built the little bunker in his backyard after he had shot his dad from having the nightmare, or shot at his dad from having the nightmare, he just felt like a ticking time bomb. I guess really after he got fired from, you know, or cut from Billy's program, he's felt like a ticking time bomb that's about to explode any minute. And then to find out O'Connor has just been using him, manipulating him, essentially lying about what he has actually done at war, the fact that he's never been deployed. I get he was in the military, but it's different, you know, and lying about being deployed is damn near just as bad about, you know, it's essentially just stolen valor, right? And it's like, it sucks because you're coming to this group of veterans who have lost limbs, parts of their body, and have PTSD from being at war, and you're sitting here lying like this, manipulating some younger kid that has been at war, man. And it's tough. And you saw he left him too when he was talking to the cop. He wasn't there for him, but Kurt has always been there for him, and he always will be, man. It's just tough. But I think part of the reason that pissed him off so much too about O'Connor is because when we first saw Lewis, one of the things he was talking about was how some I think he said some guys in his unit got killed by friendly fire, and then somebody, when they got back, reported it when they were talking to like the media or whatever, said that it was due to an ambush. And he said he felt that was disrespectful, you know what I mean, to their memories, to say they were killed by an ambush when in reality it was friendly fire. So I think that's why he was so pissed about that too. He kind of viewed that in a similar way. But fantastic episode, man. I'm excited to see what we have in store for these next ones. I think it's going to be a showdown between Frank and Billy for the finale at some point, man. It's just, I'm pissed, man. You know what I mean? I'm truly pissed. But to see at least David and Frank are developing their relationship, you know, maybe he can have some type of friendship with that family, and hopefully, you know, he can return David to his home. And I like that he went there and talked to his wife about it, because I'm pretty sure prior to this episode, he didn't know about the cameras in the house, because every single time he had come in, David had turned them off. But this episode, when Frank was on the bed, David was watching the cameras because he thought Frank was still out, but Frank, you know, was awake, and he saw David's son hit his daughter. So fantastic stuff. I'm loving it. Story's moving along fast. Again, there's just something about that motherfucker Billy, and you could say it's good acting or maybe the way they wrote him. You guys let me know in the comment section if you felt the same when you were watching it, but there's just something about him that never made me trust him 100%, man. Regardless, fantastic episode, guys. Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next on the channel. I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Alexander Collins, and the homie Christopher Larimer. Your guys' support is much appreciated. If you guys haven't already and you do want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get early access to a bunch of videos, up to 2, sometimes even 3 weeks in advance, full-length reactions, and you get to participate in polls to help decide what we do and what we react to on the channel. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.